Okay, what I did was try to center the skin of the clay, just the outer part, instead of pushing the large amount of clay and calling up and calling down. I'm just kind of moving around the skin of clay, so it's very effortless. Even you have a large amount of clay. So what am I doing is try to use my both hand, going in there and then push down, slightly bump it, this part here together, so kind of open it up, and with my thumb outside to control the wall, so that when I'm drilling it, the wall still under my control of my thumb on the outside to compress it. And I take it all the way until the right thickness, which is somewhere around 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. I like to have my foot slightly taller, so that's the thickness I usually leave. I'm using my tip of my finger pad to compress the floor and go directly from the center to my right, slowly, until it reaches the corner. And some people do find this way is hard. So actually I designed this tool for the floor compression, which is very easy and very efficient to do. All you need to do is using this part here to compress from the center and then gradually push it out to the corner. And with your both hand, hold it very steady and compress from the center and move it to my right. So this is the tool for compressing the floor. It's very efficient and very good to work with. So that you always have a very good corner there, instead of leaving too much clay, which might be a little bit too heavy because you have too much clay inside corner. And now I'm starting to lift the clay, pinch the clay, just using my left thumb and the fingers, and grab the clay and then pull it up. And the outside hand is slightly helping my thumb to strengthen, and then pinch the clay and lift it up. It's easier to pull your cylinder taller when it's narrower, so after my initial lifting, I usually color my clay to get it a little bit narrower, and also bring the corner of the clay inward. Bring it in using my right fingertip and then pinch it. And then after that, squeeze the clay, squeeze the wall, and slowly move it up. And remove the slip of my fingertips and put it inside. And grab that slip I just put in and then coat it on the inside of the wall. I'm going to pinch in further so that the base will be narrower. do one more lifting from the inside. Push the wall against my palm outside, and inside hand is lifting. Okay, focus on this part here and lift, thin it down further. Put the slip back to work, put it inside in the corner, and then brush it over all the way to the top. Do it one more time. And outside is easy, just dunk my hand in the water and brush it. Bring the corner clay in further. Color the clay up a bit. Put the slip back to work. Slightly compress the rim. Alright, so I try to get it as tall as I can before I stretch it out to form the shape. Slow down the speed of the wheel a little bit. And this wheel is very good for controlling the slow speed and also very quiet. The name of this wheel is called BTH. BTH. And as you can see, I always keep my rim slightly thicker so it'll hold the shape better. If you stretch it too thin, the rim usually becomes wobbly easily. So always make sure that the rim you leave it slightly thicker so it holds the head a little bit better. So usually when you're stretching it out, especially like the munja shape, the shoulder here is somehow slightly wobbly. So what I did is, in my hand inside, the finger is kind of spread it out, so you will have more support. You can see that my finger is kind of spread out on the inner side here, so I have more area to support it while I'm stretching it out. This is my hand inside. Right, so I'm going to make a lid jar. I will put a gallery here on the body and also put a gallery on my lid. So the tool I use is my number one wooden rib for nice 90 degrees corner, so you will be able to push the gallery with the fingers underneath inside to support it. To use my number 17 to get the access clear from the corner. Remember, when you cut the clay coming up from the tool, remove it, otherwise it might stick back to the side of the pot. Okay, so this is the final piece, and then I need to measure the size of the lid. Okay, that's good. Then I remove from the wheel head. I usually will wire it off later, so if you don't see me wire it off now, I'll wire it off maybe a couple hours later. So you have watched me doing the lid part many times if you follow my videos. When throw upside down lid, meaning I'm putting a gallery on my lid. I usually center my clay into the shape looks like a donut, and open a shallow shape of a bowl while keeping the rim, the outside part, slightly thicker, because you are going to put the gallery there. I'm using the curve of my thumb to squeeze it on the inner part. So with the 2 fingertips pinch the thicker rim. I'm using one of my fingers. You can use a thumb or your index finger to squeeze a little notch here, a little indentation there, so that there will be your gallery. And then I bring back my number 1 wooden rib, the triangular shape. Finger support on the inside, and then just squeeze using the corner of my triangular rib. Make sure I double check the width of the rim. This part here needs to go into the gallery of my body. So this is slightly too wide, so I will chop it off. But after I clean up everything, I will do that. I'm getting my number 10 very sharp tippy knife to chop it off. I like this knife to cut the rim. It's compared with the needle. This is much thinner blade and less resistance. Much easier to cut. Alright, so that's it, and use my number 17 wet trimmer. Alright, so that's the lid for my moon-shaped cover jar. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next trimming video.